ARS 1-601 talks about a parent's fundamental right in the upbringing of their children when it comes to education, when it comes to health care or their mental health, and it shall not be infringed unless there is a government interest where the government can prove that there is a significant interest to take that away from the parents.
This is the Chandler Police Department. We're here to check on the safety of your child. You need to come to the front door. We have a court order from CPS to take temporary custody of your child.
I'm asking the questions, did that exist in the case of and their children? Did that 105 fever still exist at 1:30 in the morning? Or was it less? Would the state publish that? Would they say whether the fever still was 105, was that child still at risk of having something bad happen because of that high fever, or was the fever lower? And if the fever was lower, say under 101 degrees, is the situation still present that the government can justify removing all 3 children based off of a misdiagnosis of a doctor? With a 105-degree fever, yeah, we need to have a look at that. But when we finally got to the child and the fever was, as the parents had said, no longer that high, and indeed perhaps I'd like to know what the fever actually was. Maybe it was under 101. If it's under 101, does that situation still exist, or are we going to follow through by removing all 3 children to prove a point? I don't know. I'd like to know what the reasoning was when the emergency no longer existed. We still followed through. We removed all 3 children and slapped felonies onto these people a month later. More than a month later, it seems, and you know, there's a lot of questions left unanswered, and I want to see kids protected, I want to see parents protected, I want us to do this the right way, and not from a knee-jerk reaction, not from this high level of force. You know, this whole situation is very unseemly, and I think that my interest in this entire situation, among many other situations, is that as a lawmaker, I need to make sure that our statutes are solid and that we're following them.